Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. Topping the list tonight, the trial getting underway for a mother accused in the death of her 5-year-old daughter. We've been following the Robin Howington case now for almost 5 years. This takes us all the way back to September of 2019 when Howington was arrested after her daughter was shot and killed in their Fountain City home. Court documents show she changed her story several times when speaking with investigators and tried to hide or destroy evidence. Prosecutors and defense attorneys offering opening statements this afternoon in a Knox County courtroom. Moving on to some early testimony, including from a Knoxville police officer who was called out to Howington's home at the time of the shooting, getting visibly emotional about the shocking scene.
So when I saw a foot of a young child just over the armrest of the couch. And at that point, I just holstered up, grabbed her, and ran outside. And as I'm walking outside, I am assessing her for injuries. I noticed a defect to her hand. I can't remember if I saw a defect to her arm, or I say a better choice of words is a hand wound or an arm wound. I know.
You can see the emotions there. We'll have much more for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Next on our big story list for you, a new voice in a case of alleged child abuse. We're hearing from the biological mother of 2 children as their adoptive parents now face charges. You know, we told you about this case out of Fentress County last week. Jessica and Jason Klemp were arrested after one of their adopted daughters became unresponsive at their home in Fentress County and had to be rushed to a local hospital. According to court documents, that 12-year-old girl looked like she was 6. Another juvenile girl was found in the same malnourished state. According to court documents, we're told those 2 girls were made to sleep in plastic totes in the basement where it was typically 60 degrees. Jason Klemp apparently also told investigators that the 2 girls only ate pureed food because they had been through trauma and could not eat regular food. This news shocked the girl's biological mother, who apparently found out about the alleged abuse when someone texted her the news article. Stacy Lako tells us that she went through a dark time in her life nearly a decade ago and left her girls in the Klemps' care, hoping to give them a better life.
The unexplainable. My heart hurts. I feel pretty helpless. Like there's nothing I can do there's just nothing I can do.
Both Jason Klemp and Jessica Klemp have been charged with aggravated child abuse, neglect, or endangerment. Their preliminary hearing is scheduled now for April 4th. We're hearing from an East Tennessee Police Department after a deadly encounter with law enforcement. The issue of handling mental health emergencies coming to light once again after a Clinton police officer shot a man in the parking lot of an apartment complex. The department says the officer was called there to Madera Street for a report of a person threatening suicide. The TBI tells us the officer encountered 25-year-old Isaiah Gregory Hill, and apparently the situation escalated from there and shots were fired. Hill died at the hospital. While we don't know exactly what happened during the encounter, the TBI is saying that the officer, who is not being identified just yet, did suffer minor injuries. TBI agents are still collecting evidence and conducting interviews, working to determine what led up to the shooting. In the meantime, the Clinton Police Department says that they respond to calls regarding mental health frequently, and each officer is required to go through crisis intervention training.
As we're reflecting upon previous calls and situations that we've responded to. We tend to think that, you know, trying to help somebody and persevere through whatever that challenge is, we can find a way to get them into a better place.
TBI has not released the name of the officer involved. Our next big story, hearing from a mother about her daughter's recovery. The teen, a West High School student, was hit by a car while walking to campus. Knoxville police investigators say what they've found so far suggests the car was trying to turn left from Tobler Lane onto Sutherland Avenue. April Yount says that her daughter, Alexis, was on her usual trip to school, crossing Sutherland Avenue, and she was hit. Alexis was taken to the hospital where she was treated for serious but non-life-threatening injuries.
She had a subdermal hematoma, and which is a brain bleed, and she has 2 fractures on her skull. And she's still very concussed and dizzy and in pain, so we got our appointment set up. That way, you know, we can continue to get it looked at.
Knoxville police tell us the driver of the car is not facing charges at this time. An employee of the Laurel County, Kentucky school system has just been arrested, accused of inappropriate behavior with students. According to the London Police Department, an investigation was opened last week after allegations were released again for William Trevor Goodson. Detectives say they have sufficient evidence to support the allegations against Goodson, taking him into custody on Friday. Goodson faces multiple charges, including sexual abuse and illegal sexual activity against minors. He's being held at the Laurel County Detention Center. And a big ruling in the lawsuit over Tennessee's Bonafide political primary rule. The judge deciding that plaintiffs, including Knoxville's former mayor and former ambassador to Poland, Victor Ashe, do not have standing to sue. Now, to understand this, it's important to know that Tennessee voters, unlike those in other states, do not register as members of a political party. But a law in the books since 1972 says you cannot vote in a party's primary election unless you are a bona fide member of that party or declare allegiance. Lawmakers last year added a requirement to post signs at polling places about the ban. The League of Women Voters sued along with Victor Ashe and real estate developer Phil Lawson, arguing that the law was vague since it did not define bona fide and that it discouraged people from exercising their voting rights. The judge's ruling today did go into those arguments. Rather, it finds that the defendants, the state attorney general's office, the secretary of state, and the state election chief were not the right targets, since it is up to local prosecutors to take violators to court, and that the argument is hypothetical. With no one prosecuted in 15 years, there's no wrong for the court to put right. And speaking of voting, tomorrow is Super Tuesday. Tennessee, one of 15 states that will be holding elections. Over 860 delegates are available, including Tennessee's 58. Here in Knox County, polling locations will be open tomorrow from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. But unlike the early voting period, you must vote at your assigned precinct on Election Day. We have a list of those polling places for you and a sample ballot to look over on our website at WATE.com. And we should note Knoxville Area Transit, or CAT, is providing some easy access tomorrow to those voting locations with Election Day fare-free rides. This is an effort to encourage Knoxville residents to get out and vote. Passengers can plan their trip to the polls through the free transit app, but we should note CAT encourages you to plan your trip early as some routes do close before voting does.